Floss Tube. Welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Carol Lee, and this is Floss Tube number 28. I had to look down and see. So, how is everyone? I feel like it has been forever since I've done a video, so hopefully I don't ramble on too much. It's only been about a month and a half. My last video was on December 24th, which is not that abnormal for me. But it feels way longer. So anyway, I hope everyone is well. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's, and that your 2022 is starting off well. I was sick for a long time, it felt like, so I'll go into a personal update at the end and we'll talk more about that in case you're not interested. But anyway, so welcome back to my channel if you are a current subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, I would love if you would click the subscribe button below, and you can click the bell if you want to be notified of when I post a video, hopefully sooner than a month and a half. So I have tons to show you, not a ton of finishes, although I have some, and I may have shown you two of these already. I may have shown you them all already. I don't know. I have a previous finish from last year, and I have just my last two finishes, but I have tons of starts as usual. I'm becoming very addicted to starting. I'm trying not to buy a lot this year, although I have, so I'm not doing very well. But so I figure I'll just start all the things I have that I want to start. So, you know, you see somebody starting a stitch along for this and for that, and I always feel like I need to start them all. So anyway, not a lot of finishes. So let's get started. All right, I have a lot of quilty stuff too, but I'm thinking I might do a separate video for that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long this goes. Okay, so for finishes, so I can't remember, and I hate going back and watching my videos because I don't like watching myself. So I can't remember. I think I showed this, but it was my row by row, Lori Holt, sew row by row. That's what it's called, right? Sew by row. So that is finished, and I should have framed it already. My frame is sitting up there, that pink one. I'm going to frame it. So anyway, that is all finished, and I love it. I love stitching on this 25 count cloud. So this is all the called for colors except for the green. If you've watched my videos before, I've talked about it. And on the called for fabric, which is 25 count cloud by Lori Holt. So there's that one. And then I don't know if I showed this one or not, but once again, it is my vintage Christmas sampler by Lori Holt, also on cloud, and I changed the colors a little bit, but I think I talked about that. So there's my finish for that. And just ignore these little buttons down here. I realized this one goes off the edge and these don't, so I either need to take that one off or put another one over here. But anyway, for next year. And I do have the frame for this, so I'll get it finished for next year. And this is mostly called for colors. I just changed the one they called for light red. I used where they called for the dark red because I liked it better. So, and since I did it on white, I've talked about this before also, but the white of his beard and that is actually like a cream DMC. Okay, now this one I know I've showed in some video long ago. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. But I haven't shown it for a while, and since Valentine's is coming up, I thought I'd show it. This is a Lori Holt, I can't remember the name of it, Stitchy Love, something like that. You're all probably screaming it at me. So anyway, that I did on I didn't love this finish, so I haven't finished it into anything. You can see my wrinkle, it's just been up in my finished basket. It's a glitter white Ada, right? Yeah, that I dyed with like an aqua Rit dye, and then I tea dyed it, and I don't know, I just don't totally love it. But and it's kind of big for a pillow, but I don't really know if I want to frame it. I probably should just frame it and be done with it. Anyway, so it's been sitting up there. So I was like, oh, I have no Valentine finishes, and I'm like, that's kind of Valentine Day-ish, so I'll just pull that one back out. So it's cute. Okay, I think if I had done it on brown, maybe I'd like it better. I think what I don't like is, I like the aqua, but when I tea coffee dyed it, you can probably see there's like some weird splotchy, almost stains like. So I don't know, probably once it's finished it would look fine. Okay, so that's all I have for finishes, so let's get to whips. I have so many whips. Okay, I mean, I'm just gonna grab, I don't even know what order these are in. I've gotten really into samplers, Hands Across the Sea and all different, mostly them, but reproduction samplers. So, that's what I have a lot of. Well, let's start here because this one I'm trying to get to a finish. So, you know, I've been working on the calendar crates by Stitching with the Housewives. So, I started January at the end of December. And then it was like middle of January and I wasn't getting done. So I thought, well, I'm going to start February and hopefully I can get that one done. And I'm still not done. This one is really wrinkled. So I don't even know what I showed last time, but here's my progress on January. So I'll need to get that finished for next year. Not for last year, for next year. This is on 28 count blackboard by Witchelt. I was hoping that because this is stiff, I'd be able to, and thin, I'd be able to see the holes better. I think the reason these are taking me so long is I really don't like stitching on this black. I've tried so many different blacks, like that Fiber on a Whim Night Sky I was using. I love the look of that. It's gorgeous, but I don't like stitching on it. I can't see the holes. So I tried this one. It's better, but I still don't enjoy it. It has to be broad daylight, sun shining in, have lights on and everything. It's still just not enjoyable. You know, when I can stitch on 36 count over 1 on a light fabric. Way more fun, way easier than I can stitch on black, even in a small count or high count or low count or whatever. Anyway, big holes. It's still hard. So, didn't finish that, but I will someday. I'm using the Call for Floss. And then, so I started the February one, which is Red Rose Farm. And it's on the same fabric. And here's my progress on that. Got definitely further. And I'm going to keep working on this until I finish it, because then I want to start Marches. But then I'm trying to find another fabric that I can do her other ones on, because I just don't like the black. I mean, I will finish this calendar crate series on the black because I have this whole display and everything. So, but like I have a snowman one of hers I really want to do, which I'm thinking I'm going to do on like a vintage country mocha. Yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, that's my progress on that. And I am using similar called for colors for the February one. I just pulled, this is kind of pathetic, from my stash. Ribbon Red. I didn't have the pink she called for, so I'm using Sweetheart Rose by Weeks. And then just 3865 DMC for the white. And then the green I'm using is the same I was using for the January, which is Color and Cotton Avocado, which I really love. It's showing up more muted there. It's kind of like a springy green. So that's really pretty. And then I'm using the called for the January, and that's those. All right. Let's see if there's any other non-Hands Across the Sea ones. Oh yeah, here's my other Lori Holt one I'm working on. So she did. Put them out. This one's so pretty. And I was working on this and my Sew by Row because I was going to put them up here. Now it looks like I'm going to be rearranging this whole room, so I'm not sure. I'm going to make a design wall right here. I was trying to figure out where I could put a design wall for quilting to put quilt blocks up, because I really need that. You know, sometimes there's quilts I want to make that I'm just making, like designing, it's not following a pattern, and I need to be able to lay them out so I can see, you know, what secondary patterns forming and all that. So anyway, I really want a design wall. So I'll talk about that in my quilting part, sorry. But anyhow, so these will probably actually go over there. I think I'm going to move this whole unit over here and put them above there. And then I'll have to figure out my filming spot, because I like filming with this behind me, but I don't know. Okay, anyway, back to So She Did. This I'm doing on 25 count. It's like a vintage country mocha, or it might be Lori Holt's oatmeal. I'm honestly can't remember. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. So She Did. Yeah, vintage country mocha Lagana 25 count, and I'm using the call for DMC. And I've got a pin stuck in here, or a needle stuck in here. Okay, so I was working on getting the whole machine outlined. I haven't worked on this in a while. I got all that machine outlined and started filling in the aqua. and then I stopped. So there's a stitch along for this going on right now. A few people were stitching it and I think they've all finished it. But of course I put it away to start something new. And that is in my So Much to Love bag. I love this bag made from the Lori Holt fabric. I really, really like her bags. I've been working on making more bags because I feel guilty buying them because, I mean, I can make them fine. It's like quilts, but anyway, here's all the floss for that one. Okay, what's next? That's a new, trying to do all my okay, this was a new start as of yesterday because I just wanted to try to catch up. So they're doing the flea market basket stitch along. You're gonna get bored of seeing all this 25 count cloud. Everything's on a 25 count cloud. Let me find the cover. I was thinking of, here's the cover, flea market baskets. Fat Quarter Shop sends this in like a plastic bag, this really nice cardstock. I was thinking, I think I'm going to go get this spiral bound because it would be way easier to use that way. But flea market baskets, and the only change I made, I'm using the DMC, I'm using the Call for Colors, it's just the browns. So all the gingham and the brown and the star, just wherever there's browns, I changed to grays. Somebody on Facebook, sorry I don't remember your name, I didn't look it up, but she changed it to grays, which I was like, fabulous idea because my whole family was all gray and white. So it'll go nicer in there. So I don't even have this on. Look, there's all my flosses. And I have the floss drops to put them on. I was going to put them on, oh yeesh, what a mess. I've been kind of a mess this month. The floss biddies, the heartfelt ones. But let me pull them all out. So, get all the grays together. Okay. So here's all the called for colors. Really pretty, Lori Holtish colors. But then she called for browns, and these are my substitutions for the grays. Wait, one more dark gray. This is the really dark brown. So the substitutions are, and I'll read them to you. So these are all called for. The only ones I substituted were the grays. And this was from a lady on Facebook, and she gave us her numbers. So these are from her. For the dark gray, it was $37.99. For the medium, it was $04. For the lighter gray, or for the medium light, I guess, $03. And then for the lightest gray, it's $01, and then she did Blanc, I think, DMC, but I'm doing $38.65 because I use that for everything pretty much. So there's the grays, which match like my furniture perfect, so I'm really happy about that. So I just got, like I said, I started this yesterday, so I just got a little start. I'm trying to start on the star. This is on 25 count Cloud Lugana, and there's my little baby start. It's 2 strands over 2 on 25 count. I did read recently that they say 3 strands. 3 strands are just a pain because you can't do the loop method, so I'm just doing 2. So it's a little, it's not as full maybe as it would have been, but it never even occurred to me to do 3 till I think it was on here maybe where it said, oh no, it says 2 strands and 1 strand on 36. Somewhere I thought I read 3 strands, but anyway, not doing that. So yeah, so a little start on that. I think January was the star, so of course I'm behind. And these little flowers going around are for February. So I'm going to try to get caught up by March. It shouldn't be too hard if I stick with it. Like that calendar crates February I had posted on Instagram. I want to finish this weekend. No, and then I started something else, so that didn't happen. It's not going to happen. Okay. All right, then I did start some Valentine-y things. So let me pull those out. Hold on a sec. These are all samples. Yeah, okay, so these are my Valentine ones. This is a very teeny start. I started it and then didn't do anything else with it, but someday I'll finish it. Baked with Love by Isaiah, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Gladstone with New York Dreamer. It's baked with love. So you wrap it around your rolling pins, and I have a little display in my kitchen above my refrigerator that has like a metal tin with like old rolling pins sitting in it. And I thought for the holidays these would be cute. I think she has a Christmas one too, and I was looking to see if there was like an everyday one, but I didn't really see anything. But anyway, I don't even remember. Like, this is my TV start. Sorry for the wrinkled fabric. I don't even know. This is a 32 count weeks. I did not write down the colors, so I don't remember that, but I just got the top of that little jar and the outline. I do like the color. And I just pulled my own flosses. So it's like a red, a pink, a brown, a gray, mess. So it's 33.47 is the green. Red apple, Victoria Motto red apple is the red, the lighter red. Then the more burgundy red is Red Pioneer by Victoria Motto. And then the pink is my favorite pink. Oh no, I thought this was, this is Emma's pink, which is a lot like my favorite pink, which is, what is the name of it? It's not hibiscus, it's peony. I love Weeks Peony, which just looks really close. But this one is Emma's pink. And then Weeks Swiss Chocolate, which I thought was perfect for, you know, chocolate cookies and stuff. And then my gray is, Victoria Motto Toad Spell. And I think hers are always so hard to put on the floss cards because there's so much floss on it. But I think the one it came on broke, so I put it on this. And then I'm just using 3865 white. So maybe my next year I'll finish that. I'm thinking, you know, like Lori Holt started the Stitch Christmas on the 25th of every month, and I know there's Dark 13 stitching for Halloween and stitching on the 31st for Halloween. So I'm thinking I have been doing that. So I'm gonna also do that for Valentine's Day. I think on the 14th of every month, I'm just gonna stitch Valentine's Day. Because if I don't stitch through the year, like I just don't get any of the holiday stuff done because I don't always start it like right before because I like to stitch with that holiday. But then of course I can't get it done by the holiday because I start so much. Anyway, okay, next one is a series that I've been wanting to start forever, and I've had forever, Country Cottage Needleworks Cottages of the Month, and so I started February, and I started it on, I am just in love with this Weeks gingham, 28 count gingham straw. Well, all of theirs 28 count ginghams, but so here's my start on that. Okay, I'm back. Take 3. This is not going well today. I had come back and recorded the whole rest of the video, and for some reason my camera shut off and it was all gone. So then I started to film again and my dogs went crazy. So let's hope this works this time. Okay. So we're going to go on to showing my sampler whips, but first I wanted to talk about this Morgan hoop. I feel like I've talked about it so many times, but Kimberly at the Fat Quarter Shop had mentioned this, that it helps her with doing the over 2 stitching because she's trying to stitch on 32 count. Anyway, so I thought I'd try it. I love it. So I used my Millennium frame for one of my samplers, but I don't like to keep taking that apart and changing it out for as many whips as I have in progress. So this is really nice to use. So if you are looking for a good hoop, Morgan hoop. It's a Morgan no slip hoop that comes in. This is 7 inch, there's 5 inch, I think there's 9 inch and maybe a bigger one, but I really like it. So I've been using that a lot. Okay, so in order of when I started them, I think, here is my sampler progress. This is Eliza Martha Linfoot, 1834, by Hands Across the Sea. I'm using the DMCs. Here they all are, kind of a mess. And this is the one that was in my Millennium frame, but I did take it out to show you. So yeah, I started in the top left corner, so here it is. I'm loving this border. I really love borders. But I realized, there they are banging on the door. No, go lay down. I was watching Nicole at Nicole's Needlework, and she just does the border all the way around with just the one skinny little vine here, just to make sure it meets up. And then she goes back and does all the intricate work. So I think I'm going to do that. I did that on another one I started, and it's so nice to know that it's all you know, meets up, and it goes pretty quick. Just getting that skinny little border down, and then you go back and put in all the intricate stuff, because I was very careful with this, so I'm hoping it meets up fine. But what if I do all this intricate stitching and then get there and it doesn't meet up? I never thought of that. So thank you, Nicole and Nicole's Needlework. I've watched her a bunch of times, but I had never done samplers before. So now that I'm into samplers, I'm like, oh, I need to do that. So, but I'm going to go back and just put in that skinny border, and we will cross our fingers that it all meets up. And then I showed you this on my last video, I'm pretty sure, because I started this the day before Christmas Eve, but it's Mary Snow, and I haven't worked on it lately, but Mary Snow by Hands Across the Street. See, I started this because Christy at Crosshatch Quilts and her friend Lily, I guess, were starting it on December 23rd, and just decided to start it too. So here's my progress. I finished the swan since last time. I think I'm on page 2. I put it down now and haven't worked on it in a while, but I love those swans. So I really wanted to finish one of the swans. And I am using the Vicki Clayton Silk conversion. On her website, she has conversions for tons of different Hands Across the Sea and other patterns. So I decided to use floss bags with them, and I'm really liking it. Because when you take it off when you take it off the spool, you know, you can't really put it back on. So I can put the little bit extra left in there in the spool, and you can label the spool with the conversion, like the Vicki Clayton color and the DMC color. So it works really nice. I just put those on a ring. So that's Mary Snow. And then for Brenda and Laura, it was Laura's birthday a little bit ago, and they had a sale for that. And it is Elizabeth Isle, $17.99. Sorry if you hear my dogs whining. Everybody is trying to keep me from doing this video today. This is why it's taken me a month and a half. I really wanted to give up. I was like, no, it's been a month and a half. I have to finish now that I started. So I'm also using the Vicki Clayton Silks for this one. I am really, really addicted to these silks. I love how she has it all, the whole conversion done. You just have to order. They're very, I feel, well priced for silks. There's all of them, and it's just so easy. And I love the silk. It works so nicely. So this is 40 count Marbled Bunny by Extrude Designs, and I just have this teeny baby start up in the top left corner. And I think I'm going to do that with this one too. Go around, do the green border all the way around, just the skinny green border to make sure it matches up, and then I'll add in the detail. Oh, this is 40 count, if I didn't say that. This is actually the piece I was gonna do that French sampler on that I never started, that I had started on here, and then decided I couldn't see it. For some reason now I can see 36, 40, no problem. I don't know if my vision just got better or I'm just used to it, I don't know. But anyway, it's good. Okay, so a little start on that I need to get back to. And then on February 1st, now there's another one, but I want to do it last, but on February 1st, I started this stitch along, and it is Rose Ada Featherstone, and this was a limited edition, so I don't think you can get them anymore. I think they're out, but limited edition pattern through Hobby House Needlework. So Hands Across the Sea made it just for them, or you know, worked through Hobby House Needleworks just to do this limited edition, I guess. Anyway, it's beautiful. I love all the colors. You could order the silk kit, the DMC kit, I think, or they had a hand-dyed floss kit. So I got the hand-dyed floss. I honestly don't remember what the fabric is, but it is 36 count, but I don't remember what the name is, what kind it is. So here are the flosses. Now you got 2 of these, which I've never used. This is Valdani floss, and it's a really variegated green. It's really pretty. So you got 2 of these because it's all the green that's in it. So I put one of them on a floss drop. But then the rest it's mostly weeks with a few other ones mixed in. So we have Classic Colorworks Frosted Sage, a real pretty light icy blue. And then Steamed Broccoli, Gentle Art Poinsettia, pretty fuchsia-ish pink, Gentle Art Pine, really bright vivid colors, I just love them. Weeks Dye Works Chrysanthemum, just like a rusty orange. Squash, just a bright yellow. Hibiscus, oh goodness, just like a peachy pink, just in case. I don't know if they're coming out the right color on screen. This is a really pretty deep purple Bordeaux, and then Merlot, and then Louisiana hot sauce. Sorry, I'm trying to go fast in case my camera shuts off again. I deleted a bunch of stuff, so I'm hoping it'll be okay. And sweet potato. So I just think those are so rich and pretty. And here it is on the linen. Okay, and here's my progress. I just did, like I said, that skinny border all the way around. Okay, so I started in the top left, and I had started doing the little detail to the border because I just wanted to see what it looked like. And then I went all the way around, and it went pretty fast. And I almost was exact. I had 1/1 stitch left. Like I should have had 1 regular stitch over 2 stitch left to do, and I was a little bit closer than that. It was 1/1 stitch, so I just did it. I didn't rip it out. Somewhere along the lines I made a little mistake, but hopefully it won't matter as I go along. And this is different, but that's how it is in the pattern. It comes out weird like that, so that's a mistake apparently the original stitcher made. So she put it in the pattern. Okay, it went off again, so now I deleted more. I'm almost done. Okay, so that was all my samplers. Oh no. The most important one. Yeesh, with all this craziness, I almost forgot. Okay, so today is the Queen of England's 70th anniversary since she was, what do they call it over there? I'm blanking. I want to say inaugurated, but that's not it. Since she became queen, or ceremony. Sorry, this camera thing is driving me nuts. I've lost all my train of thought. Okay, so I've been always into English royalty, so it's just kind of fun. I find it interesting. So, Hands Across the Sea came out with this pattern, Annie Baylis. And I thought I really wanted to do it in blue and white, like a real royal blue, because of royalty. And I know she always wears those matching coats to the Queen in bright colors. I know she has a royal blue like coat and hat she wears, and so I was thinking of that. So I thought it'd be fun to do in a royal blue. And when I had been watching the video where Nicola talked about this, she was with her friends in the video. One of them said, wouldn't it be cool to do in royal blue? So that's what I decided to do. No Hazel. Dogs are driving me nuts. Between the dogs and the storage, it's just not my day for filming. So anyway, I started this on 36 count Cream and Sugar by Fiber on a Whim, and not realizing that there is a bunch of over 1 stitching in here. All of, you can't even see it hardly, but all of that and all of this little border going across here is all over 1. There's a bunch over 1. So I started and I just did the outside border, and I was like, oh cool, that's fine. I can see 36 count now really well. And then I was like, oh my gosh, there's over 1. I didn't know if I could do it. But I just thought, well, let me try. So I used my Morgan hoop, and I was able to do it fine. In fact, I can see it without my magnifier. And I really enjoyed it, which is very strange. I'm totally shocked by that. I do use my magnifier a lot of times because I just can see it better, the over 1, but yeah. So anyway, I'm kind of guessing if I don't use my magnifier, where, you know, if I use it, I can really see for sure where I am. So here is my progress. And I said in my other recordings of this that this chart was a little more advanced than I am. So here is all my over 1 stitching. So these letters are kind of offset by 1 in the pattern. If that makes sense. If you have the pattern, you might understand. I don't know how to explain it, but they're not like a normal easy cross stitch pattern. It was a little different. They were just offset by 1 hole. So I was confused by that, but I figured it out. And then I had done this border and all of this over 1 first, and then I did these letters, and they didn't meet up right. So I had to rip out all my over 1, finish the letters, and then redo it. And so I did, and now I'm happy with it. I was just afraid if I left it as I went down the pattern, it wouldn't meet up right. And anyway, that was going to bother me. So this has been a learning piece for sure, but I love it. And I love the royal blue. So I didn't tell you this time the color I am using. And now I've lost the thing, but it is, I've lost the tag. Okay. It is Holiday Blue by Gloriana Floss. So this is Gloriana Holiday Blue. Really pretty on that cream and sugar. I just love it. So this will be my first finished sampler for my blue and white sampler wall. So I'm very excited about it. I really would just work on this one. I have to make myself stop it. I'm so proud of myself that I can do that over one. So thankful. Because I would have been really sad if I couldn't stitch this one. I mean, I could have started on a lower count fabric, so it would have been easier to see, but I'm doing fine. So that is my last one of my whips. Now I have just a couple plans, and hopefully my camera won't shut off again so I can be finished and go on with my life. So Kim, the Contented Stitcher, put this on Instagram that she was starting this and who wants to start it, and I was like, yeah, I'll start it. Well, by the time I got around to starting it, she was finished, of course, because she stitches crazy fast and I am slow. But I'm still going to do it. So it is this I love birds. This is adorable bird pattern, Mary Amelia's Bird by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And I love those antique colors, and I love her finish. That's gorgeous. So this is an Etsy store. So I downloaded it from Etsy, and I went and got all the DMC. I have all the stuff sitting here that's falling. Here's all the pretty DMC. I still haven't put it on my floss drops. And then I had just got in a piece of wheat fiber on a whim 36 count, and I thought that'd be really pretty on there. So that's when I'm going to start that on. Sometime here soon. If I ever finish this video, maybe today. So that's going to be a new start. And then Fat Quarter Shop is also, I like to do their stitch alongs, and this is the Heartfelt stitch along that started a couple days ago, I guess. I have the quilt kit, which the quilt just started also, and so I have been starching all that fabric, and maybe I'll do a quilt video someday and show you if you're interested. But I just have all the fabric starch, and now I need to start cutting on that. So this is the cross stitch that goes along with the quilt. And they do have a floss kit for it, but I just picked my own floss. And then you download the pattern for free, but then they ask for a donation to, oh, of course I don't remember. I always want to say Children's Miracle Network, but that's not it. Oh, Make-A-Wish. So they asked for a donation to Make-A-Wish. I think it's $20 for the cross stitch they asked for, and $50 for the quilt patterns. Obviously you can give more. So I picked out all my flosses, but I need help with the greens. So I'm going to ask your opinion on those. So there is a red, 3 pink, 2 green, 3 gray, and a white. So for my red, oh, it's saying the storage is low again. No. Okay. Hold on. Maybe it'll keep going. We're going to try. So here is my red. It's Victorian Motto Prim Red. And then my 3 pinks, I'm so afraid this is going to go off, is there's a dark pink, which I picked Strawberry Fields by Weeks. And then for the medium pink, it's Peony, and the light pink is Hibiscus, all Weeks. So those are the 3 pinks. I think they're really pretty. I love this strawberry one. And then my 3 grays are Blackboard, Dolphin, and Galvanized. And then white. So my question is, which of these greens should I go with? So I picked 3 pairs of greens because there's 2 greens. I'm thinking this is probably the best, Weeks Moss and Guacamole. There's that. But then I also picked a lighter Weeks. This is Meadow and Wasabi. So yeah, that'd be pretty more springy. Okay, as I was saying, for a different choice, I picked two Victorian mottos that are more a minty color. Witchy Green and Apple Season are those two. So what do you think of that? I like it. I don't know. I kind of like them all. I mean, I'm leaning towards, I feel like these are the safest bet. Anyway, let me know what you think. Darker Weeks, Lighter Weeks, or Victorian Motto Minty Colors. Be curious to know your opinion. Okay, so that is the heartfelt. So that is all of my plans. I have a bunch of haul, but I'm not going to do that today because I'm fighting with my camera. So maybe I'll do a separate haul video. So personal update, I'll just try to do it quickly. I was sick for quite a while over Christmas. I think I was sick with a regular cold all over Christmas, and then I think when I went back to work, I ended up getting COVID, probably because I was, my system was already very weak because I am vaccinated and boosted. So I didn't get it real bad. It was basically just an extension of my cold. But I stayed home a whole week by myself with my dogs, and then I felt much better, and now I'm fine. So anyway, hopefully I don't get sick again this year. I need to get the flu shot. I never usually do, but I think this year I better just in case. And then we've been doing lots of wedding planning. So my daughter, if you're new here, my daughter's getting married in June, and we picked up her dress the other day, and it was beautiful and perfect, and she still loves it, thank goodness. And my youngest daughter got her bridesmaid dress, and we're just working on finalizing all the plans. And I started looking for a mother of the bride dress, and I found one I like, so I just need to get that ordered. And we're coming up with all the final meetings for the, for the food we're having, for the cake, for the florist. It's a aviary, or it's a bird theme, but real subtle bird theme. So like we got a big vintage bird cage to put the cards in, like on the card table. And then we got from Michael's, I found these cool metal looking vintage smaller bird cages that the florist is going to do a floral design in, and it'll be the centerpiece for each of the tables. And then my youngest daughter's an artist, so she's drawing like vintage bird prints and like making tables for the cards to say the table number. So yeah, I think it's going to be really pretty, so I'm excited. So anyway, and then we have the bachelorette weekend. Apparently now these days you go away places and have a big weekend of it, so we're going to northern Florida in March and having a bachelorette weekend with all her bridesmaids. So yeah, so lots of fun stuff going on. So I'll take my stitching along for that, because they'll probably do all kinds of stuff that I don't necessarily want to do, like going out really late. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to stop there because I had to restart this camera a whole bunch of times, and I'm afraid it's going to go off again. So I hope everybody's doing well. As soon as I get my camera figured out, I think I'm going to do a haul video because I have quite a bit to show, and then I also have a lot of quilt stuff, so maybe I'll even get a quilt video in. So have a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.